man, she's warmed up. Don't take my space. I could do this on the street, but it's more fun if you got a lot like this, a little area to play around. Woo! Yeah, man, the kid. Ooh. Oh, she really wasn't warmed up all the way. So my neighbor, he wants to get a bike too. He said he might start off with something a little smaller than a Hawk. Maybe to be more fun, just to, have some little quick fun rides, he said. Hawk is a bit challenging. Force people vertically challenged. I imagine if I had like one of those 125 cc's with like a 38 seat height, it'd be a lot easier to ride. To be honest though, my little DB14 is probably a little bit more fun to ride because it's easier to control. My feet are barely touching the ground here. There's a dip right there. Makes me feel like I'm gonna fall. I didn't want to make this turn. Let's make it sharper. It's good training. We call this my enduro training for today. Feet barely touching. Throttle control, clutch control. There we go, baby. My hand got stuck on the throttle. Pull the clutch in. Things happen, make adjustments. Oh no, I was adjusting myself or something. Hand got stuck there. So I'll just pull that in. So take away the power from the. Well, I know it's kind of natural as you start to grow and learn, that you start to tell people, how you're progressing and what they should do. Probably most of the people who watch these videos are more experienced than me. Sometimes I watch videos and I hear people say stuff just like the same thing I said. I'm like, I look at the date and it's like a year old. I'm like, okay, so this must be universal knowledge or common sense. Everybody has the same experiences. A lot of people do. You got groups of different people have groups of different experiences. Depends on what kind of bikes they're interested in, what kind of activities they participate in. This is helping me learn how to control the bike a little bit better than just riding on the street. These dips and bumps. Now I'm just going free. Feet on the pegs. No hand on the clutch or anything. Just the straight throttle control right here. Using only the throttle to control the bike. Throwing the clutch, right? And the brake. Yeah. So heard somebody recently say they was gonna get a few crappy Chinese bikes or something. What classifies these as crappy? I'd like to know. I mean, I would say good Chinese bikes, not like an excellent quality Japanese bike, but a good quality Chinese bike. Crappy? Nah, I wouldn't say that. Not in any sort of way I would call these Chinese bikes crappy. very nice. Design, engineering, I should say, however you want to call it. Engineering's really good. And not just that, but I think they make improvements along the way. Then you have these distributors who actually, most of them assemble the bikes, mostly. So they're making their upgrades as they assemble it for you. It gives you a little bit plus. It does some quality control. I'm sure nobody wants to sell shit. This is how the Hawk fit before I actually lowered the seat like an inch. I felt like I was always on my tippy toes, and I didn't like that too much. I just felt like you're gonna tip over. I've been in first gear most of the day. You can have fun just in first gear, y'all. So yeah, I was out here last night. That's when I made the video. The Hawk comes out at night. You can actually see now. I didn't notice after I made the video that there's a bunch of fingerprints all over the lens, so it was a little glary. Not much to see, just a few lights here and there last night. Would always stop in the dip. I guess this is a natural place to stop right here at the bottom in the middle as you make the apex of the turn there. Ooh, my first stall. Or that's my second. Ooh. Run, baby. Let me see if I let off the throttle. It's gonna run. I got her idle really low. I should have been singing. Not that I can sing, but sometimes I enjoy it. Yeah, baby. Again, my boring ass neighborhood. Nowhere to go today, guys. It's cold outside. I'm not trying to drive to the other side of the neighborhood and get my fingers cold. I just wanted to get out here and feel this bike. Who got out today besides me? If you didn't get out, go ahead and suit up, y'all. Go ahead and suit up. Get on those bikes. Put on those extra layers if you're somewhere cold like this in Ohio. Get outside. Get some practice on if you're new. Don't wait until springtime. I'm gonna check my oil. It looks a little low from here. We still got like another hour or so before it gets dark. It starts to get dark. Let's go check the oil real quick. These oil caps have a bit of pressure. Gotta kind of use your finger and your thumb Give that initial twist. They're kind of tight when you first take them off. Yeah, so I always try to make sure I don't overfill my oil. So in that case, in a situation where I got a little bit lower than normal, I'm gonna straighten the bike up, give it a chance to settle down. So the window's good, but I also like to check about a dipstick. I could be more accurate that way. Since it's cold, we'll give it extra time to settle. Make sure our ignition is off. We don't want to waste that battery. Alright, that's good. That's been plenty of time, and it does look low. So I just tighten it up to where it's barely seated. And that's how I check the level. That looks perfect. Make sure this goes in straight or it gets stuck some kind of cockeyed way. And then you can't get it out that easy. You feel like it's gonna break. So if you notice it gets stuck any kind of way, take it out and start it all over again. Don't make it too tight as it'll get stuck. Okay, we're good there. One thing I need to get around to is putting on my street-oriented tires. You know, they're the same size wheels, just the 80/20 tires, the street-oriented rather than dirt-oriented. Might handle a little bit more on the road. Might handle a little bit better on the road. So yeah, my neighbor, I was telling you, wants to get him a bike. His grandkids like my bike so much that he got them some Razor electric dirt bikes for Christmas. One day you guys probably see them out here riding them. Yeah, people are back to work today. Holiday's over. Another holiday coming right up. It's good to get that bike out to get it warmed up. Let that gasoline flow. Keep that carburetor working. Keep your bikes running smoothly all through the year. I can't say I'm a skeptic because I never had a situation before. All I can say that everything I learned about riding all year round. Ooh, reach. It's been true so far. Check on the signals. Oh yeah, that's the one I was worried about because I had to stretch it. Yep, still good. Horn check. Ooh, that's loud. I had no idea we were still recording. I thought I heard a beep. So I thought that meant the video was over. Where's this guy going? Nice wheels. Don't be a fool. Watch this. know our route, y'all. Our learning course, we got it down. They do it. Let's say hi. Hello. Look cool for the ladies, y'all. Yeah. We've been out here for a while, y'all. Is that third or fourth? Is that fourth or fifth? That's the thing. You always wonder if you got one more. You know? You want to make those smooth transitions. It's best to go ahead and use that clutch when you shift, downshift. As far as it goes, that's probably 4, that's probably 5. We'll see if it goes any higher. Maybe 4 clicks, so I think it's going to fit. This is probably the most dangerous part of my whole ride. Yeah, sometimes you got to get loose when you run a big bike like this, you know? Like right there, when I turned the corner, I turned sharp, hit the brake. I could have failed if I didn't know how to handle this bad boy. And this is all part of riding and having fun, enjoying your bike without being crazy. You know? Then when you run into those situations, it ain't nothing. Not a big deal. There we go.